Hello.
Hello.
How the hell do I pronounce this? Loon.
Uh, Lunel. It's Manuel. It's backwards.
Oh,
Manuel.
all right. Let me try to read it backwards. Manuel. Amazing.
Manuel.
Manuel.
Yeah, that's good. Is Sawyer fine?
Yeah. Most people say Sawyer. What's up with that? Do you think they're wrong?
Got it. Okay.
Word. Okie doke. So, you wanted to do 1v1s?
Yeah, let's do it. Um,
Is there like something particular that you're like looking to improve on?
um. So I generally just play ADC. But I feel kind of lost recently. Um, like maybe I just stopped playing ADC for too long, and I just I don't know. I just feel like it feels sometimes in games like I'm just like not dealing damage like it in any way. I guess.
Okay.
Um, like I genuinely just can't seem to win lane,
Hmm.
which I feel like I was doing before.
Can you send me your op.gg? Like, what champions do you play?
Um, so again, completely lost my mind recently. I don't even know what am I playing. I was playing some
Do
Kale, Jinx, bro. I don't know.
Yeah, if you don't even know, then what the fuck? How are you gonna win lane? You gotta play one thing very consistently, especially at this
Uh,
rank.
okay,
So it's
that's a
like
good
some
point.
Jinx into some fucking Conqueror Sona into
Oh yeah, that was don't look. I forgot to change my runes.
a world tour
Twice in a
of
row.
random
Twice in a row.
champions.
Yeah, this is just tilt Q. If I'm being completely honest, I definitely want to get back into Twitch Center. Um, it's definitely my favorite characters for a while. Uh, I think like again at some point I just like stopped winning, kind of like late season 11, and then like I don't know, I just felt kind of shit picking those characters.
Late season 11.
Um,
Well, yeah, it definitely had to be like with something with your play. What I would imagine would be it's hard to say with most ADCs, like they trade well early, but then when they lose control over the wave, like they just start losing by themselves. So it'd be like trading into the enemy when the wave's pushing into you, and then they're gonna have a level advantage. And then if you push into them, you're trading into two champions and a whole minion
yeah,
wave, and then that's how you lose. And then if you've done that, even if you didn't die, the wave crashes, you're doomed to be pushed in, or when the wave is bouncing back, you're chunked, and then the enemy's winning. But
yeah,
then in terms of mechanics, it's like it's hard to say.
yeah. Okay, so
That's
let's
the
say
only
like
thing.
if I wanted to get like if I want to like improve quickly at ADC, how should I go about it?
Um, I wanted to improve quickly at ADC. With your account, like you definitely have to stick to a couple champions, and
Okay,
it might as well be champions that can
okay,
win lane, because like you said, that's gonna be how you get it going. So
okay.
with the nerfs upcoming to Jinx, and then in general, I would avoid Jinx because she
That's very good.
doesn't she's more of like a accomplice to like the success of bot lane. She can't really do it herself, at least at like lower MMRs. And then if that's where your skill level's at, it's like that's where we got to deal with.
Yeah.
So a champion that could win lane would be like a Draven, um, a Lucian, uh, even a Varus has the tools too. But then they have like their own best matchups. And then there's also Caitlyn, which would be similar to like a Senna. So
Caitlyn. Okay.
yeah, if you
Out of,
want.
out of those, I think yeah, Caitlyn's probably the only one I can play.
Yeah, and then a Kalen to a Varus would be pretty easy, but then like a Draven Lucian are very different from those champions because a Kalen Varus can get a
Hmm.
good trade back off and they're winning. A Lucian Draven has to take it all the way, or else it's not going to be as good. So what you're doing on them becomes very polarizing. Like if you're not going straight forward on Draven, it's not good. But then if you're going straight forward on Varus, it's not good. So
Yeah. So like you're saying like they're just trying to do like a completely different thing, right?
Yeah. So probably just like pick up a Caitlyn Varus and then we could go from there
Okay.
because those are going to be pretty similar. With a champion like Senna too, it's like Senna's fine, but damn, you just give up the minion wave and then how to play the
Yeah.
game from there. How in the
Yeah. I
fuck to
mean,
play the game from there? And then
for
if
sure. I mean, trying to force your. I mean, usually like picking Senna is kind of like trying to force your support to pick something that can push lane, or that's what I feel like most of the time.
yeah, puts an onus on
Um.
guaranteed the worst player in the game, the support. So
Yeah. Precisely.
best of luck. And then you also
So.
don't receive the benefit of like the worst player in the game as well. So they're going to go in an int. You have to get something from that on ADC. That's like kind of just how it goes in solo queue. So whether it's good or bad, your champion needs to be able to get damage off and then try to get an advantage. Caitlyn and Varus can both like get a kill off an entire sequence of the support slowly dying or engaging on the enemy. Or if they play normal and then they poke and whatnot, you also continue to get it going because Caitlyn and Varus both have free poke on their Q, but then they also have like full burst onto a target that they can free hit with their W's and E's. So very nice in that regard. It just takes them a
Okay.
little bit
Okay.
longer to get damage off, but you also have the advantage of like their range. So yeah, those would
Got it.
be some champions to pick up, and then for God's sake, stick to them.
Okay. I'll do that. Kate Varys. I mean, I guess I might as well ask right now. What do you think is like good to build on them right now? Because like I
um,
know Varys has like a ton of options
with Varus, I would try to go with on hit, like get Kraken
on
when
hit.
you can, and then if you can't, it's like just go shield bow into. Varus is weird because you can get so many different things. It's like sometimes you want
Okay.
shield bow collector, sometimes you want shield bow PD. It depends on the game.
Got it. Got it.
And then with Caitlyn, it's
Okay.
like let's try to get collector. Sometimes you can, or let's try to get Kraken, and then sometimes you can get the Gale Force as well. Like shield bow is good as well, but that doesn't help us just shit stomp a noob as fast, and that's mainly what you want to be focused on right now.
Okay.
To
Okay.
endure the enemy is like just not necessary right now.
Uh, all right. Perfect.
And then yeah, with their secondary items, it's always going to be changing. Like you can get a Gale, like let's say if you're playing into Ezreal, what would you say? Like Ezreal, what the fuck's a meta support? Your Caitlyn Lux versus Ezreal
Like
Karma,
Leona. I feel like I see
and
Leona
then
right now.
okay, so like your Ezreal, your Caitlyn, legit. Why can't I think of a support?
I mean, also like
Everyone's
at
playing
my
such stupid
MMR,
shit
at my
too.
MMR support matchups tend to like Pike, Senna, Pike, Blitz.
Amazing.
Uh,
Okay, so we're Caitlyn
yeah, it's
Pike
pretty much.
into Ezreal Blitz. Uh,
That sounds awesome, doesn't it?
it's like to reach the Ezreal, you could build the Gale Force, and then if their entire team's like targets that you can just take out with a full combo, because with the Gale Force you're going to be able to move into them and then get your full combo off with Caitlyn. Varus is kind of similar too, where you can build all the mythics. They just have a very diverse build. It really depends on what you're playing into, and you kind of just get it as you go. The knowledge of it isn't actually that important until you actually have some
Yeah.
understanding on playing it. So
Okay.
it's like you can build all the mythics and most of the items. It's just when to do it and why. It's kind of always changing. Best to try to build the damage variants though, so the Gale Force or the Kraken, so that you can actually beat down the enemy. Because if they are
Uh,
like, you know, if they have an Orin Volley Bear or whatever the fuck topside, don't get fucking Gale Force, because then you transition into hitting them mid game.
yeah.
But with like a shield bow, it's like you can get it on both of them, but you miss out on a whole lot of damage, and you just don't know how the game's gonna go. Okie doke.
All right.
So, did you want to do it like you play like a Caitlyn, and then do you want
Yeah.
me to
Let's do
play
that.
something particular?
Um, I don't know. Let's do like Samira. I mean, I guess Samira's kind of shit if it's by yourself, right?
Kind of, but I get a dash past the wave.
Do you think it's worth?
We'll see. It'd be like me playing Ezreal, you know, it's kind of the same thing. A little different,
Uh,
to be fair.
yeah.
Because it's the job of Caitlyn here is just poke out the Samira so that she can't go in. So let's see if you do that. And then also have good distances.
What should I do secondaries for runes?
Absolute Gathering. What else?
Absolute Gathering. Got it. And then is it a Alacrity or a Bloodline?
Bloodline.
It's still lethal, right?
Yeah. Kaylin can go PTA. She can go Fleet more often than not. Probably just going lethal though.
PTA? I think I've seen that one before. I've definitely seen the Fleet.
I doubt people run PTA very often, but it's pretty much like Ezreal. Like the Keystone doesn't matter too much, but if I'm playing Kaylin with like a melee support, I'm probably running PTA. You're getting like a 3 autos into an EQ auto and they're dead, so you just add 100 extra damage to that, and all of a sudden you have lethals that you otherwise don't have, and you couldn't utilize the other rune anyways. So.
Okay. So you're just like stronger for all-ins.
Yeah, and then like if you have the enchanter supports versus enchanters, like the fights are going to last longer, so better to have the lethal tempo that takes longer to stack up, but then gives you more value.
Doing long-term 3 pots, right?
Yeah, of course. How well? I mean, you could go D-Blade, but like, how else would I survive? Fucking Samira.
Sure. Yeah.
This also is a little different because we get the XP at different points, but it's really just about how you go about things here.
30 seconds until minions spawn. Minions have spawned.
Okay, this might seem like a dumb question, but if you're Samira, can't you just like E on me level 1 and just like fight?
No, Samira has to start Q. She's gonna lease for a jungler. If I E onto you too, like I don't kill you. It'd be like a like a range champion into a melee top, and then they take like 20% of their HP, but then the top laner's winning. Like the melee top laner.
Okay, got it.
Ooh.
Cancel a lot of for no reason.
Okay, finally you got an auto. Okay, if you Q those, it just, the wave's coming to me like way faster. If you're crashing too, it's just bad.
Okay.
Way too far back here. GG. Let's reset. Let me share my screen real quick too. Let's see. So, I even get into these bushes. It's like, come beat my ass in these bushes. It is a 1v1, but you'll find similar scenarios. Okie doke. Yeah. And then the minions, whenever the minions are coming in, you can like own this bush and there's not much I can do about it. So
yeah, I completely forgot that's a thing Caitlyn can do, yeah.
Yeah, as soon as the wave arrives, you can like try to queue through the 3 melees or just through the entire wave. It's like that does get the wave pushing, but then that gives you the option where you don't have to be autoing the wave. And then if you don't have to auto the waves, it frees up your autos onto the Samira.
Okay.
So the Q here like does a similar thing, but then it doesn't exactly like get the wave under control. So then you just, whenever you get the Q through all 6 too, it's like, then you don't have to, let's just see, so. Like where this one's low, and then you auto the caster instead of me, you know? It puts like all the
Yeah.
minions in line. That's kind of what I'm trying to say. Puts the minions in
Yeah.
line to get last hit, as well as like in between your autos on the enemy. So you can just be wailing on me. And then whenever you press for those, it's too easy to dodge. So you have to, like, what does the Samira want right here?
You want to hit that minion, right?
Yeah,
You want to CS that?
yeah, I want to get that. That's getting hit by my casters, and
Yeah.
so wait until like that's in last hit range. So you can like idle right here, just looking at me, and then if I Q towards
Okay.
you, it's an easy dodge down, and then you'll be right here. Auto range is like, so you're gonna be in auto range, and then also be like have an option for Q depending on what the Samira does after that. So like give us some time. You need to like always be aligned with like what the enemy's doing, not just the mechanics of your own champ.
Okay. Yeah.
But you got to play just a couple champs to get on that, though. We can't be doing Kale into Scion into, I don't know, Mundo into fucking who knows what. Yumi mid.
You okay? So that's a good idea.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Okay, I have a question. So like a couple minutes ago, you said, get the wave under control
Yeah.
or something along those lines. What exactly did you mean by that? Just get it pushing.
Like you have control over the wave. That usually means like you take the first 3 melees, and then if the enemy tries to hit the wave, you get a hit on them for free, and there's no downside.
Okay.
Because control over the lane looks like a bunch of different things, but for Caitlyn, it usually means like you generally just have a minion advantage, so you autoing the enemy doesn't lose you the push. You get a hit on them, they don't get a hit on you.
Okay.
So right here, you have control over the wave. There's nothing Samira can do about it. If I walk up and auto Q that minion, you auto me, and you just keep walking into me with the autos and Q, and I'm losing. Because even if I take a positive trade on you, you get a back off, and then when the next wave comes in, you're going to be able to push it faster than I can deal with it. And then you're also going to be healing off that too. Like, so then that pattern just keeps playing out and playing out. Once the wave crashes, if I've taken damage at all, and then the wave bounces back, it's like, how do I crash a wave against the Caitlyn when I'm chunked at that point?
Yeah.
If I'm like, with this sort of Q too,
I'm too behind, yeah.
it's like if I'm Samira, Kaisa, God, Zaya, the ones that will play super far back, they have nothing better to do but this random movement. You know, I start here, I can move up here, I can move up here.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, in retrospect, it's like, what is this Q doing, right? It's not doing anything.
Yeah, but if you hold it, the main thing is like try to look to hold it until the enemy has to do something. Samira has to do these minions, so wait for that.
Yeah. And like, if she doesn't, she's just giving up a minion. Yeah, that makes sense.
And then I'm like trying to stand in this wave, and there's the Q, and I'm like, God bless. This sends the wave in no matter what, where you're going to crash the second wave, which it's already pushing pretty fast. So, but if you crash the second wave, it's like you are not going to have a lethal on a 3 health potion ever, ever, ever on Caitlyn unless they have totally sucked shit. Like, so you want to build up the wave and then build up the autos on them slowly. Very, very slowly.
Got it. Okay. Gotta play it slower.
You gotta play the wave slower, that's for sure. So like back to level 1, like maybe you don't even have to queue the wave. If there's 2 supports, you probably gotta queue the wave, but since there's not, in a 1v1, guess we don't have to queue the wave level 1. And here it's like I'm vain. It's like I'm just gonna have more movement speed towards you. The passive built up and shit. And when you turn for the auto, it's like God bless. Okey-doke. Do you want to do this where I play Caitlyn and then you do Samira for 1?
Sure.
Okey-doke. See if I play the wave slow or push it like a total psycho. Can I have control over myself?
I'm on the case.
So do you also put absolute gathering on Sawyer? No way, right?
That game I went unflinching and second win. If I'm against Caitlyn, anything, it's probably second win.
Yeah. Okay.
Samir's second runes don't matter too much.
That's a good one.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift. Seconds until minions spawn. Minions have spawned.
Oh, I really wish they had practice tool or something. We don't have to wait.
Yeah. I mean, realistically, like, I'm never going bot lane fighting some. I mean, I'm pretty much forced to leash every game.
Sometimes, but
like I genuinely bot lane leashes every game.
yeah, but you can lightly leash.
Yeah.
Give him a good one
Yeah.
auto.
Okay. If I'm playing Caitlyn or any character.
If you wanted to. Might not be the right thing to do. Okay, so then I chunk you, I crash this wave, my jungler, we dive you, my support, I fucking ping 27,000 times. Will you please auto attack him? Under turret.
Okay. Yeah.
Best of luck.
Like, definitely not for no reason. I mean, yeah, from that position, I'm obviously just like guaranteed dead, right?
Yeah, like imagine trying to crash that wave back again. Jesus.
Yeah.
Do. Okay, the brutal part's over. Let's see. Let's watch this on like ×2. It's like as the wave's coming in, I pull it. That will make it target the 1 minion, and then that gives me it puts the onus on this Amir a whole lot sooner. Because then you have to do something, right? So then I'm waiting for you to do that something.
Force to walk up, right?
Yeah. So there's the Q. That's going to be your first Q. If that's Ezreal, it's like, there's your freebie.
Yeah.
Doke. And then I have to hit the minion, so it's like that one's kind of denied, but I could give up a melee minion for an auto there. Or maybe I would have to auto the melee and then Q you. And then it's past the wave. This is what I mean with control over the wave. What in the, you know, you feel the control, right?
Yeah, it feels like I'm not playing the game.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
That's what it feels like. Obviously, I mean.
And that's what you want to you want to grab the enemy by the neck and just strangle him with like a Varus Caitlyn with these sort of lane states. You have to do it differently, you know, when there's supports in the lane, but that's like the essence of what you're trying to get to.
Obviously, you can't do this psycho shit where like you're this far up if they have like a blitz.
Yeah. But let's say they have a blitz. I move past the wave, I do some wiggling, he shoots a hook, misses, because he's gold, and then...
I mean, yeah, obviously, if he misses, then it's like a whole different... You can do all your psycho shit.
Yeah, and then it's back to this position. It's a position you want to be, like, fighting for as Caitlyn. Here it is, low and slow, baby. Do just last hitting for the most part. I can't believe I don't Q on this E, by the way. I don't know what the fuck. That Q hits, I'm almost certain it kills. So cool. If you don't heal, at least.
Really?
Yeah, it's 2 points Q. It's fucking insane. And then I'm not level 4 here in real life, but it is what it is. Even if I'm not level 4, the support auto attacks ignite, stand still, dead. Easy enough. And then regardless of how this plays out, it's like... That's the essence of what you want to do with Caitlyn. Very slow, poke into the crash. If you don't have a lethal, you have damage on the turret, or you have a reset. It gives you like 3 options that are winning, or at least neutral, like positive.
Okay, so game plan is get control over first wave, and stack it. That's the baseline, right?
Yeah, it's like once you have control, you can start just last hitting and then zoning the enemy. And you'll do that against like the Samira, the Kaisa, what other ADs? A Vayne, all the short range ones. Zeri, same shit. Anyone that you outrange or just have that over in the early game, if you can get that lane state, God bless. And then you'll mentally defeat him from right then and there. And that same sort of pattern of how you play out that lane too just keeps repeating. Whether you're like in the mid lane, the top lane, whatever. And then if you have the discipline, that's the main part of that whole maneuver. If you have the discipline to like do that, can't be stopped.
Okay.
I'm gonna play Kaisa.
Am I going Caitlyn?
Yeah. I'm running Biscuit's boots.
Are you the hunter or the prey?
Yeah, I'm no Scorch.
Maybe next game. I've seen a Korean do this, so I will copy it 10 games in my NA Challenger lobby and then put it away forever. Until they create a new toy for me to play with.
Ah, flavor of the month, I see.
No, I'm a professional.
Okay. League of Legends is an interesting game.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Am I wrong?
I'd agree.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift. Seconds until minions spawn.
Okay, bad click. Back Q. I mean, am I hitting you or?
What are we doing here? You're afraid to hit a Kaiser right now.
I mean, then you fucking win. Like,
It's the way you're doing it.
am I supposed to win this?
Alright, reset. We gotta watch that one back.
Okay.
Holy guacamole.
Like I just hit you, right? Like, I mean, firstly I did it. Like, you were just dancing.
Right. Shit.
Right.
Okay, just watch.
I mean, I'll be like, I attack the Q at the beginning, right?
You move in for the auto. You have more max range than that. So once you're past, you're like a Teemo past like your range. So once you're past that, then the Kaisa like has good enough distance on you because you've committed into the Kaisa. If you don't have a good neutral auto, then this is going to be the price you pay, where even a champion like Kaisa that you like massively outrange is going to be able to hit you because your max range is like one Teemo behind you, and then you want to play around that circle.
Okay.
And then once the Kaisa's in range, then that's when you hit her. But if you move past that range, it's like now you're just right in. You're playing right into my neutral auto. I'm just waiting for you to move into range to hit me. But you move, like I said, just like a Teemo too soon, and then I do this back and forth. What the fuck? Oh, there we go. And then I just have the distance on you. So like the mechanics just aren't fast enough. And then also the good neutral auto is like you stand your ground, and then you wait for the enemy to move into the max range, and then once they move into that max range, then you hit them. Or else you're moving into them, that gives them an advantage. And then it
So, like,
becomes an
brother,
aggressive auto.
am I not supposed to approach you?
Depends. Where you outrange me, if you just scoot that range into me, then yeah, you can get an auto for 0. But if you don't do it fast enough, then that's the price you pay.
I see. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Are you the hunter or the prey? Welcome to Summoner's Rift. Seconds until minions spawn.
Internet is disconnected for a second. That's why. Didn't just go to line.
Minions have spawned.
You have got to auto those minions. You do not have time.
Damn.
Okay, you still got the Q though. You can save the wave. Yay. These autos have got... The auto into movement has to be faster. That's for sure.
Yeah. I mean, I could tell like some things I was doing it wrong there. I could definitely see some things.
Yeah. Because if you don't have push on the wave into Kaisa just right off the bat, you're just gonna take that sort of damage, and then Kaisa gets like too many opportunities. So like from the first step here, like trying to pull a wave, and you get scared of me. It's like I approach you, you have the range. It's just, you want to do the neutral auto where you stand your ground, wait for me to move into max range, then you auto, and then after that you could Q the wave as well. If Kaisa gets the one auto on you, it's not going to be a big deal. But you can also Q through the melees to try to hit the Kaisa. So as I'm going forward, auto me. You can't be kiting the Kaisa like that.
Way too far back right here, right?
Yeah, just auto Q there, and that's how you got to get it going. That's we don't have to go past that, or else the lane won't make sense.
Okay.
Okey-doke, let's go again.
Yeah.
Kaylin's so nice how she's so fucking brutal like that too. I love that part. And like whenever you crash the wave, you can also get a recall off there, you know, in a normal game. So even if things go super wrong and you take these bad trades, it's like you can still get bailed out. So that's nice. But the first step is just setting up that control and then BTFOing the Kaisa out of existence.
Are you the hunter or the prey?
Yeah, because we're trying to win lane, not just survive. We're trying to beat the shit out of them. I bet that's
Win lane, survive.
Win lane, not survive. We are in it to win it or die trying. It's the only way forward. Like, have you ever watched the AI play Dota?
Like I mean, I've heard of it, but I don't know what it does in particular.
Yeah, I don't know Dota too well, but the way that they train it, right, is they load up some logic, and then if you watch, the bots just try to kill the enemy, like first like 100,000 hours in, you know. That's all they're fucking doing. They need to know how much damage they deal and shit when they can, blah blah blah. So like, if you're an AI learning the game, you have to attack the enemy.
Or you're telling me is to attack you.
Yeah, I think you've fallen into like a play defensive thing. The way you're like just
for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
where you're kiting away from Kai'Sa's Kaylin, it's like you gotta have the
I mean, Kai'Sa's scary.
fair. But you can win. You can beat the shit out of Kai'Sa.
I mean, you definitely proved it to me. Yeah.
True. Okay, so stand your ground, right? Do the attack range thing where you can see the circle.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Okay, just stand still too.
I'm definitely not used to it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hit you. Now, am I in range?
No.
How about now? There you go.
There you go.
That's what you want.
Okay.
While moving too, but the first step is like just getting used to it. When they move into the range, then you go for the auto.
Sure.
When it's a neutral situation.
How to do this?
Shit. He's hitting back. I'm taking damage. You also have...
Hey, that was too fast, right?
Do what? I mean, pushing a little too fast, but it is what it is for now.
Yeah. There are some ideas.
Yeah. That's asking for the... You ask for it, you got it right there.
Yeah.
You have to punish, not just force. It's a conversation. Not quite.
Okay.
Reset.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just keep doing them.
Yeah.
I think we got the ideas. It's just a matter of the repetition now. And it's hard. Do not fucking beat yourself up. Kaylin is one of the fucking... And if anyone flames you and shit, Kaylin is one of the hardest ones to get that right. And, like, once you got it, you got it. So it's like picking up a Gangplank or a Syndra. Like, you're on the long route, but at least it leads somewhere.
Got it. It's fucking weird. Like, I don't play any character like this. I just play fucking Twitch and last hit.
Yep.
Jinx and last hit. As well and last hit. This is the lifestyle. Too much of a bitch in lane.
It's a lifestyle of idling, but you're not really living.
Exactly. This is a random question, but do you prefer playing blue or red side?
I don't know. It depends on what I'm playing and whatnot. I suppose like red side because you're going to get a counter pick, but it depends.
I mean, like in game.
In game, I don't care.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, but then it also depends on the champion you're playing. Like when, where, and why. So I don't know.
Let's see.
Welcome to Summoner's
I feel like the blue side camera angle just feels better.
Oh, well, yeah, it's probably more natural.
30 seconds until
You really get over that once you play 1,000-ish games, 1,000,000-ish games.
A million-ish, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, to be fair, I'm relatively new to the game. Like, started like season 10.
Yeah, that's super new. It like your first PC game too?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it was for me. I fucking couldn't stand this stupid because I played Call of Duty on controller, and then it's like mouse and keyboard, like, oh my god. And then you control a character that is delayed moving to where you click. It's like, dude, I used to move the analog
Yeah.
stick and the character immediately turns. What are you talking about? This shit sucks, but you just add more APM, you just click faster. Just do it faster. It all starts making sense.
Better. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, just play more and get better, and that's how you get better, when you play more and get better. Hope that helps. This guy wants to auto me. Okay. Here you go. And Kalen can't even touch those casters, it gets messed up. But if you hit the minion,
Damn.
oh yeah. Oh.
By the W, that's progress.
Okay. It's a little much.
Misclick.
Generally, with the forward and backwards movement, because you're a little slow with the backwards, if you click closer to your character, then it's going to be much easier to do the movement after the auto attacks. Because those have to be faster.
That's what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Yep.
Yeah.
So not fast, but
Come here! Come here!
okay. Taking jungle. I'm leaving, right?
I guess so. I guess he's out. Option, we could reset, or we can recall.
Yeah.
Okay, reset.
I mean, how do you go from there?
The wave bounces back, I come back with items, you come back with items, but you miss a wave, so I hit level 6, you're level 5.
Yeah.
Not a great time. Yeah, the start of that one was definitely better. And it's always going to be like that. It's like the start of everything like leads into everything else, so it's just about getting that start right.
Yeah.
Are you the hunter?
Whew. Whenever you like play some Varus too, you'll notice it might be a little easier because Varus's range is shorter. And
Yeah.
the exchange with the shorter range ADs is like they usually just hit harder. So you got that. If you have a good Caitlyn, then you'll have a great Varus. And if you have a great Varus, you have a fantastic. Or if you have a great Caitlyn, then you have a fantastic Varus, like just naturally.
What you're saying.
Yeah.
Just translates.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
How's Ash?
She's good.
Kind of similar to theirs, right?
Yeah, but also akin to Jinx, where dependent on allies and
Can't do anything.
a use,
Yeah.
like a utility for allies. Fuck that.
Yeah.
We are going to kill the enemy.
Minions have spawned.
Whoa!
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Let's see if it matters.
Nothing happens. Yeah.
Asserts dominance.
Yeah. Better play.
Okay.
I just tilted.
Shit like that, you have to not care. Easy enough to say, but like, just keep it rolling, you know? Whoa. Could have held the headshot a lot longer. Sorry, sorry.
How did this happen?
Well, you pushed, took a bad trade. Whenever you take the bad trade when the wave's pushing, like, incorrectly, then it gets pretty rough. Okay, and then I ask you, will you zone yourself? You say yes, kind of makes things hard. Oh! There's my Q. My bad. Go free.
You know what I mean?
First blood.
Reset. Whenever you're gonna auto, if you're in range for the 80 to move into you and hit you, and you auto the minion, then they can. So it's fine to be outside of the max range to hit the enemy if it's like timing for you to hit the minion. Because that's like where you're getting mixed up right now. Whenever those melee minions have to die, you're too far forward and you can be attacked for it.
Yeah. I feel like I'm not sure what the balance of hitting you to hitting minions should be. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, and then that's always going to be pretty conditional.
Are you the hunter?
I mean, yeah. I mean, obviously.
But whenever you have to just watch the melee minions for the most part, and then once they're in last hit range, then you could just move further back, finish them off, and then move past the wave again. It's a very delicate thing you have to do on Caitlyn.
Yeah.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift. "30 seconds until minions spawn."
If you use like the attack range thing, and then you move left to right here, you can see like, you have this circle, but then if you move the edges of it, it doesn't just have to be like you clicking straight into the enemy. It can be like you moving to the left or right, and then when I move up, it's like I'm moving closer into range without necessarily being right in the auto range. So sometimes you can use that to your advantage.
But if you're in my auto range and I 8-click, it hits you, right? Even if I 8-click near me.
I think so. Depends on which setting you have. Because there's a click near cursor, then there's a click closest to you. Since I'm the only thing there, I suppose it would hit me. Run away. He's got the push. Okay, there's the Q.
I'm thinking? What? Wait, what? The way I'm thinking? Okay, if I have headshot, you can't just walk into me. That will deal damage. That makes sense.
Oh shit.
You apparently have no mana.
I ran a biscuit.
Ah, it's too broken. It's too broken.
Okey-doke. If you push the wave a little faster, yeah, spots like this you can just have lethal under turret. Walk into them with the E, the EWQ. Don't miss it. Easy enough, right?
Don't miss it. Yeah.
Hit them, just don't get hit. That'll be $4,000. Oh shit, I canceled an auto. Oh.
Whoa.
Not bad though.
Okay. I mean, if it's the worst player, I'd probably kill, right?
Probably, because like under turret, that is like the last thing you have to worry about. But like under turret with Caitlyn, when you have the chance, you want to try to pull the enemy to the upper side of it. So if you're on red side, and then if they so nicely do that, then you can just walk right under turret, auto EWQ, and then you get the damage of the E, and you auto, and then you auto, so you get 2 headshots, and they're probably dead from there. But like, the first step is like beating the shit out of them in the lane, and we might not even have to get to that part. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, you played that lane way. See how like when it's slower too, there's so much more control to it.
Yeah.
I love that part of Caitlyn. Okie doke. So did that help?
No, so much. That was insane.
Alrighty, very nice. You have any other questions or anything?
No, that's it for now.
Alrighty.
All right. Let's talk again. Like, I don't know. How's your availability?
Mostly open for the next 2 weeks. So you just
Okay.
have to give me a time, and then if it doesn't line up, I'll move stuff around.
All right. So I'll try to get some games in. Let's maybe talk on the weekend.
Okay, so this weekend or next weekend?
Yeah. I think this weekend could be fine.
Alrighty. So yeah, just message me like, do you want to schedule one right now? So like the 30th or the 1st?
I'll just text you later today because like I'm taking a flight in a bit.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Just
Yeah.
message me
I'm
sometime.
also probably gonna transfer my account for a bit because I'm going to South America.
Word.
So I don't know what I'll do. Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okie doke. Yeah. Just message me at least before Friday, and then we'll
It
be
is what
good
it
to
is.
go.
Yeah. Can you send me your PayPal to transfer you?
Sure thing. And that reminds me, I might need to send another person I coached earlier the PayPal. Whoops.
All right.
Alrighty.
Thanks a lot, man. Yeah.
No problem. Good talking to you. Best of luck. Caitlyn is a journey. Don't get discouraged. It is so, like, you got it. Good luck. Peace out. Bye-bye. What a cool guy.